a long time. I am filming a video what feels like ages. I haven't put any makeup on since a week now, I guess more than a week. If you guys have been following me on my Instagram, I did address this why I took a break, but in case if you don't, I took a break because I was basically in a rut. I just didn't feel like creating any content or putting any makeup on my face, and I simply didn't want to force myself just for the heck of it. But now I'm feeling so much better after taking a break. It feels so good. So for today's video, I have a challenge video. While I was taking a break, I've been reading this book called The Only Astrology Book That You'll Ever Need by Joanna Martin. So I've been hooked onto that book, and ever since I've started reading that book, I've been hooked onto sun signs, moon signs, the characteristics of a particular sign, how it plays a huge role in the way that people see you, and how your behavior is according to your sun sign or moon sign, all of that. Not so much about astrology and horoscope because I don't believe in all of that crap, but if you do, I don't judge you in any way, shape or form, but I don't. So while I was reading the book, there's this fun challenge that was going around on YouTube, which is called the Zodiac Makeup Challenge. And in this challenge, what you basically do is create a makeup look with the color palette that corresponds to your particular sun sign. So I've seen Nikki tutorials do it, Kristen Dominique do it. I mean, there's so many YouTubers that's been doing this, but I haven't seen any beauty blogger from the Indian beauty community do this challenge. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I thought I'll give this challenge a go. So that's what today's video is gonna be all about. I'm very excited to film this challenge. So yeah, in case if you guys want to see what my sun sign is and what makeup look I create with this challenge, then please continue watching. So that was a lot of rambling. Let me just start with the video. And by the way, please excuse my hair. I just washed my hair and it's not willing to cooperate whatsoever, so please don't mind that. Okay, so to start with, my birthday is on 19th of January, so that makes me a Capricorn baby. Shout out to all the Capricorns watching this video. Let me give you a little info on Capricorns. Capricorn people are ambitious, practical, and are likely to have an excellent sense of social responsibility. They also tend to be conscious of social mores, perhaps to the point of over-concern, and can suffer from feeling insecure. They are driven yet cautious, which allows them to advance slowly and steadily to the top. Capricorns have very strong likes and dislikes, and this is something they'll make loud and clear. They are the ultimate boss, but their biggest submissive side comes at the hands of who they love, especially children. I do agree to most of that, and the point that says that Capricorns have a very strong likes and dislikes, I completely agree to that. If I like something or someone, I will say it out loud that I like that particular thing or I really like you as a person. But if I don't like you, I can't sugarcoat things. I can't fake it. I think that that's one thing that I want to change about myself, because there's no in between for me. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And I do get in trouble because of that, because my face is very expressive. I mean, that's what I've been told. So even if I'm like faking it, you can tell that I am lying. So, oh, and by the way, speaking about this challenge, I went all out. By the way, I'm wearing this pendant which has my zodiac sign on it. It's like a medallion. Like, I'm really obsessed with it. I don't remember where I got this one from. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Can you guys clearly tell that I haven't filmed a video in a very long time? Because I've been talking a lot. And believe me or not, it took me 20 minutes to film the intro. Now, speaking about Capricorn color palette, this is something that I'm so sad about, because Capricorn color palette includes grey, navy blue, white, khaki, black. Out of all the colors, Capricorns are the most basic ones. I don't know why, because all the other zodiac signs have really fun colors like pinks, oranges, reds and all of that, and we Capricorns are stuck with neutrals. But I don't mind that because I don't really like a lot of color. I've been trying to incorporate more color into my life, but if you know me personally, you would know that I mostly own a lot of neutral things, so be it makeup or clothes, especially clothes. Since the color palette is quite basic and quite neutral, I don't think so there's a lot that we can do when it comes to our makeup, but I'll still try to make it a little bit more exciting in a way. Okay, so let's start with our base first. So for primer today, I'm gonna be using my Sugar Cosmetics The Most Eligible Smoothing Primer. I recently found a lot of products hiding in some carry bag. I don't know what happened. I mean, if you guys have been following me on my Instagram, I did post a story, few products that I found hidden somewhere. By the way, I'm focusing the primer mainly on the centers of my face because that's the area where I've got some open pores. My skin texture is crazy right now. I have so many bumps on my face. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but my skin is going through some shit right now. So for my foundation today, I'm gonna be using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Golden Beige. I haven't used this foundation in such a long time, and by the way, I'm filming this video for the second time. I did film this video yesterday, but I absolutely hated the way this makeup look turned out. So yeah, and I'm hoping it turns out the way that I want it to. I'm using my Eco Tools blending sponge. Okay, so I think I'm happy with the way my foundation looks. So moving on to concealer, I'm gonna be using a mixture of these two concealer right here. So this one is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion concealer in the shade light medium, and this one is the Rimmel Lasting Radiance concealer in the shade classic beige. So first I'm gonna go with my Flower Beauty Light Illusion concealer. I'm using it to cancel out any darkness that I have underneath my eyes, which is a lot. I think I've been sleeping fine, but I don't know, somehow I'm getting dark circles. Now I'm going to be taking my Rimmel Lasting Radiance concealer, and I'm going to be using that to highlight my face. By the way, I recently reviewed this concealer on my channel, so in case if you guys want to see what I feel about this concealer, so I would suggest that you check out my review on this concealer. I will put a link to the video somewhere on the screen and in my description box below. So yeah. Okay, so now to set my concealer in place, I'm gonna be using this powder by Sugar. It's the All Set to Go Banana powder. So I'm not gonna let that powder set for a really long time. I've just lightly set my concealer in place. That powder is nice, you guys. It's so finely milled. Wow. Did brighten my under eyes a bit. So I'm not going to be setting my face because I've already used a matte foundation. Sorry. So moving on to my contour, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche. This is such a nice palette, you guys. It's so affordable. Plus the amount that you get in this palette is huge. And for the price, it's amazing. So I'm just going to contour my face. Bronze my face, not contour. So for my blush, I'm gonna be using this palette by Rimmel. It's got 3 different types of blush in here, and I'm gonna be using this one right here, which is the most palest of them all, and it's more neutral. Whenever I am not sure of the eye makeup look that I'm doing, end up doing my base first, I always like using a very neutral blush, so that way it doesn't clashes with my eye makeup look. So yeah. Okay, so now to clean up my nose contour, I'm gonna be using the same sugar powder. So while we are letting the powder to sit on our face for a while, I'm gonna be contouring my face. I'm gonna be highlighting my face, and to highlight, I'm gonna be using this Makeup Revolution shimmer brick. So now I'm gonna dust this powder off my face. The nose definitely looks snatched. Now is the trick part, that is doing my eyeshadow. Browns and grays is something that I any which ways gravitate towards, so I do have a lot of neutral palettes, so I'm I'm gonna be using two different palettes today. So first one is this one right here, which is the Makeup Revolution Iconic Division palette. This is what it looks like. It's got a lot of greens and browns, basically neutral tones in here, which I can use. And also I'm gonna be using this palette by BH Cosmetics. This is the 28 color Smoky Eyes edition palette. This is what it looks like. It's got a lot of different colors in here, but I'm mostly gonna stick to the blues and the khaki here in this palette. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so I quickly did this eye off camera, and this is the look that I came up with. I really wanted to play with the khaki and the navy blue tones that I have in my Zodiac color palette, because those are the only colorful colors that I have. To begin with, I'm going to use my Maybelline concealer to prime my eyes like always. First, I'm going to be taking my Makeup Revolution Iconic Division palette, and I'm going to be using this shade from the palette, which is more of a mid-tone warm brown matte shade. I'm going to be using that on my Pro Art PE22 brush, and I'm going to be applying it on my crease. Okay, so now that's done, I'm gonna be dipping onto this shade from the same Makeup Revolution palette. It still has those warm undertones in it, so I really like that. So I'm gonna slightly darken up my crease with this color. I'm using very little because I don't really want a lot of pigmentation. I'm also focusing this mostly on the outer corners. So I really don't need a lot, I just need like a little bit of it. I'm gonna be dipping onto this green right here, and I'm gonna be using that shade on my Pro Art PF08 brush. I'm gonna start darkening my crease with this shade. I'm taking very little color at a time and start building this color in my crease. I'm also flickering this outwards like so. Once we are done with that, I'm going to be using this matte navy blue shade from the BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to be using that on my Pro Art PE23 brush. So I'm going to be focusing that on the outer corners, and then whatever is left is what I'm focusing in my crease. I'm keeping this area, the lid area, free from any shadow, so I'm trying not to get a lot of shadows there. So a great way to blend in your crease is to tilt your head back a little bit and then raise your eyebrows like so, and then start blending out the shade. This way it gives your eye that flat surface so that you can blend your eyeshadows easily. I'm also flickering this eyeshadow outwards like so that it meets with the green eyeshadow. Okay, so once I'm happy with that, I'm gonna be taking my K-Beauty metallic eyeshadow in the shade Navigator. This is what it looks like. It's a gorgeous navy blue metallic eyeshadow. So I'm gonna be focusing this on my outer corner like so, and then taking a pencil brush, I'm gonna start blending out this eyeshadow. I'm gonna be taking the same navy blue eyeshadow on the same pencil brush, using that to kind of set that blue eyeshadow in place. Also, I'm gonna be bringing the shadow on my crease where I use the blue eyeshadow to sort of give me a more of a crisp line. Although right now it doesn't look that crisp, but that's okay, we're gonna clean that out later. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking this shade from my BH Cosmetics palette. The space that I've left empty is where I'm gonna focus this green eyeshadow. I'm gonna be taking a more detailed brush like so, and can you guys see where this green eyeshadow ends? I'm gonna be taking the same navy blue eyeshadow that we used, and I'm gonna be intensifying that line even more. And now for the lower lashes, I'm going to be using the same metallic eyeshadow, the K-Beauty eyeshadow, and I'm going to be focusing this on the outer corners. I'm going to start blending this out. I'm basically connecting this liner with the eyeshadow that we've got going on. Okay, so now to highlight the brow bone and my inner corners, I'm going to be using the same Makeup Revolution shimmer brick, and I'm going to be focusing mainly on this peachy highlight. That's done. I'm going to be quickly applying some mascara using my Rimmel London Wonderluxe Volume Mascara. I'm quickly going to apply like a very light coat of this mascara because I'm going to be using false lashes. And for lashes, I'm going to be using these ones right here. This is the Beffulin eyelashes. I got this from Amazon. And I'm going to quickly apply this lashes off camera and I'm going to be right back. Okay, so the eyelashes are on and now it's time for the lips and we'll be done. For lips, I'm going to be using a concoction of these two lipsticks right here. This one is the MAC Mull It Over Powder Kiss lipstick. It's a very nice peachy shade. Okay, so it looks pretty, this lipstick as well, but I just need like a hint of warmth in there, and so I'm using my Sugar Matte as Hell crayon lipstick in the shade Elle Woods. It's a very pretty warm brown shade, and I'm just lightly tapping it on. Okay, I think I kind of like that. Now the last step is to line my eyes. Since the eyes are so smoky, I want to open it up, and I'm gonna be using my Rimmel liner. This is in the shade Nude. Last but definitely not the least is to set this makeup in place, and to do that I'm going to be using my Australis finishing spray. Okay, so there you go guys, that's the finished makeup look. I really had so much fun doing this makeup challenge, and in case if you guys also enjoyed this makeup challenge, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also click the bell notification to be notified every time I post a video. And also let me know in the comments down below what's your zodiac sign, because I would love to know. And with that you guys, I'm gonna take a leave and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.